threat early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Vieira. Roberto Carlos. Seedorf. Adriano looks to get on the end of this. Oh, they can break here. Mateus. Lam. And it's Vieira. It's just beyond his reach.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
And the through ball. Showing good feet. Oh, good ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well read, and the danger is averted. Vieira.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Bale. Mateus. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. And that pass just didn't quite work. And it's Ibrahimovic. He's picked his way through. Very nicely done. Ferdinand does well to stand up to him. Almost half an hour in now. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Dembele is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Lam. Mateus. Played out to the right. Hangs in a cross.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me.
There's the shot! In for the pieces! They've scored! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And smartly reclaimed. Ibrahim tries a shot! Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, it's a promising build-up this, plenty of really nice... And the finish! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Roberto Carlos goes short. Good ball, good take. Great chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Araujo, a player who needs no introduction. Hermes. And a chance! Goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going...
Up he goes! It's in! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Vietnam go into the lead. And here's Ibrahimovic. Rafael Varane. Oh, can he get onto this?
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Bale. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Senhoras e senhores, informamos sobre uma criança perdida. Atenção, pai de um menino de chapéu azul. Dirija-se ao centro de informações. Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 22. Camisa 20. Camisa 9. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 13. Camisa 18. Camisa 10.
Here we go again then.
Botafogo can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And here's Bale. Bale. Botafogo do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, look at the space here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Pings in across. Cleared away. Lahm with the short one. Cross flung in towards the middle. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lahm made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Now it's Hunnit. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Aimed beyond the defence. Lahm. That's tidy. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Looking for options for movement. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Botafogo still have the cards to affect this game. And this is Bale. Dembele goes for a shot! Plays it across. Cross deflected behind for a corner. It's their second corner of the game.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 5, camisa 14. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 15. Camisa 26.
It's gone all the way through to the
Substituição
keeper.
em andamento.
Botafogo are looking to go forward now. Now this could be a chance. Lahm looking to hit the byline here. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intent...
It's Bale! Oh, the ball's run. Oh, what has happened here? Lahm, and again! They've scored! It's level again! What a match we have!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Certain, searing, and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Bullets being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And that's a good... Oh, shooting chance! Pirlo is the team's great visionary. Now it's Bellingham. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. It's Pirlo. That pass has been well intercepted. Bellingham! They want to be quick to recover this.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Pelé.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he plays one through. Rummenigge. And it's Roberto Carlos. And he's picked it up out wide.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Chips it through. And no, that was never going to make it. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Bellingham. Pirlo. Lahm. And it's Lahm.
Teremos
Bellingham.
minuto de acréscimo.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Bale.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, no joy this time. Rafael Varane. And we're done. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now that looks a decent ball. Well seen, saw that coming. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Well, clearly Uli Hoeneß was a great in his own right, but was also known as one half of a legendary strike partnership.
Yeah, and he was the more creative one, Peter. Likes to use the left side, a great dribbler who set up as many goals as he scored. He'll be asking questions of anyone on his side, just looking to try and get behind that defensive line.
He has outstanding strength, of course, silky feet and sharp running and even sharper finishing. And here's Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! Lahm. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
It's Ibrahimovic! Goal! Botafogo! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Back to the keeper it goes. Vieira. Played out towards the right wing. Hoeneß. Hoeneß! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Looking for the run. Lahm is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Now the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Bale. Aimed beyond the defence. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a good run down the left. And he's picked it up out wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Mateus carries the ball down the right. Great vision. Shot could be on. That's an excellent interception. Ferdinand gets rid without sophistication. Mateus, can he get on the end of this? Lahm delivers. Araujo getting this one clear. Alvarez is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. It's come to nothing.
Alvarez really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Botafogo are 1 up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Vieira, who does have an assist to his name. Botafogo finding their pass. He's having a shot! Oh, what has happened here? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Alvarez. Hernes.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Vieira. Bale. Showing good feet.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Alvarez. Stood up well to him there. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. What do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Botafogo go in at half-time with a slender 1-goal lead.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 4. Camisa
That's the start of
20.
another 45 minutes.
Fechando o campo para a entrada
A
de
solitary goal.
Camisa
That has been the
10.
crucial difference.
Camisa 18.
Good take, and is he in? And that was very necessary. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, super find. He has found a way through. And the shot! It's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And it's Seedorf. Bale, a player who needs no introduction. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Hullet. Closing in on goal. He's in a great position here. Vieira deals with that comfortably.
Botafogo really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 14, camisa 22.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Now that's well seen too. Bale is one whose deliveries we all know about. Good ball, good take, great chance! It's anyone's ball now. Well, there's the clearance. Vieira did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Botafogo do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Pass somewhat off target. Bellingham. And they can counter here. Rummenigge threads one in. Played into space out wide.
Substituição.
Vieira. Roberto Carlos. And here's Hullet. Oh, nice touch. That's tidy. Fired deep to... Oh, smashing! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Now it's Hullet. Oh, good read. Lahm is the guilty party there. Araujo. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball. Now, who's going to be... Oh, he's been caught napping!
Vietnam really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And he's gone backward here. Hullet. Good running, strong and purposeful.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That has not gone well. Pirlo. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Vieira. Tries to pass it through. Takes a shot! And it's in! And the comeback is complete! The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Botafogo can make their change now with a break in play. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Hullet gets into a good position. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now the ball's gone astray. Pull it. And it's Pirlo. He is just caressing the ball. Knocks it into space.
Vietnam really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
It's a promising run he's making on the right.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Looking for options for movement. And we're done. Botafogo can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium, and I think this performance was one best deleted from the memory bank now.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Vietnam do have a chance to counter here. And played right into his path. Adriano! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Adriano, man they call Imperatore, the Emperor.
Indeed, when he gets his game in good order, he is pretty much untouchable.
Tries a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Mateus can get it clear. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Tries to play it through. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe is flagged offside. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Bale puts them all in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Rice. Over to the other side. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Ernest is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Rice concedes a free kick for that. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Oh no, what has happened here? He's shifting through the gears here. Mbappe, plenty chance, surely! Oh, it's come off the upright.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Rice can see things others simply cannot. Mateus does really well to win the ball there. Ernest, nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's a key interception. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it's Roberto Carlos. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, but it had to be.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Adriano. And it's Lam. Searching pass he's played there. Dink through. And he's there to get it away. Back in possession and ready to go again. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Lam. Vieira. 30 minutes gone. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, no joy this time. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And this is Adriano. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Mbappe, and he's intervened well there. Now it's Bale. Vieira. Hernes. Looking to... Great chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, the keeper seems...
Oh no, this does not look good. The ball has bounced loose now. He is just caressing the ball. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And it's Vieira. Real chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Vieira really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Roberto Carlos charging forward down that flank. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Hernes goes steaming forward. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Roberto Carlos. It's a threatening... He's having a shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Botafogo really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Rafael Varane. And the pass is intercepted. And the half-time whistle goes. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Botafogo may probably be feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full and it should spur them on.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Vietnam have their second corner now. Oh, he's been caught napping. Lam delivers. And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's a sharp little ball here. Ferdinand gets across to intercept that. And that is as far as they're going to go. Lam. Hernes. This is promising. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Hernes. Spread it left. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Lam, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's managed to get free. Tries to pass it through. Ball swung. Big header! Sticks it away! And finally he has breathed life into the game! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
So, time for
Camisa
changes
9,
on both sides,
camisa
actually.
14,
So the first
camisa
moment of
20,
real significance.
camisa
Well, it looks like a bit of
41.
half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Camisa 18, camisa 30, camisa 22.
60 minutes played.
Teremos uma substituição.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Now that looks a decent ball. Vieira. And it's Bellingham. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Bellingham. Can he finish? And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. In towards the back stick.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Rummenigge. Botafogo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Opts for safety. And it's Hullet. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Vieira. Out towards the flank. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
He won't be happy with that one. Looking for the run. Picked out brilliant. Bullet! 1-0 as we head towards the end. Lahm is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. I think we're just about done here. Bale. Roberto Carlos gets into some space. Bellingham.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Very nicely done. Threads one in. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
Foram indicados 8
Roberto
minutos
Carlos.
de acréscimo.
Knocks it into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the...
He rises! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that has left him in a heap. Can he get it through? Chance for a shot! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Botafogo have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.